If you don't believe Sammy Price is a legend, stop in at Copley's Bar in the Copley Plaza Hotel, and he will tell you he is the king of Boogie Woogie. Marcus Jones has more.
He will not hesitate to tell you that he has performed around the world, that he has fans in France and Australia, and that he is 78 years old this month. But what Sam Price probably will not tell you is that despite his more than 60 years in show business, he is not well known by most contemporary audiences. However, those who do know him say he's the king of Boogie Woogie, that is, a title bestowed upon him by ragtime great U.B. Blake.
I play it in its purest form and the best I know how. If you work at it, you can be great.
Mm-hmm. Are you great now?
Sure, I'm great. I'm great all over the world. I walk down the streets in Paris and people run up to me and say, "Oh, Sammy Price," you know that. And I take it, you know, like a real king, you see.
It doesn't go to your head, of course, though.
Well, yes, it go to my head.
Sam Price is not a man that one might call humble, even though the native Texan's upbringing was just that. Before he began performing and recording music in the late 20s, he dropped out of school, and even out of the piano lessons he was getting from Booker T. Washington's daughter, Portia Pittman.
Mrs. Pittman didn't teach me anything because I wouldn't let her for 3 years, right? She'd play my lesson for next week, and I had an uncanny memory. When I'd go back to her, I'd play the lesson. After hours at the Copley Bar.
Price has recorded more than 500 songs. On his recent album, he has even included Boogie Woogie tributes to Boston and to the Copley Bar, where he has performed regularly for the past 4 years. Boston is his second home. He lives in Harlem most of the year. He's been there since the late 30s, when he signed on as house pianist for Decca Records. He has traveled and recorded with such popular jazz and blues artists as Lester Young and Ella Fitzgerald. And he has performed on the same bill with the likes of Ellington, Gillespie, Armstrong, Holiday, and Parker.
But what do you get out of performing?
$2,000 a week. Food, phone bill, laundry, and etc. So oftentimes people invite me to their houses for parties and want me to play. I said, who's gonna pay me? That's all.
Has that rubbed people the wrong way, or did you care?
Yeah, it rubs some people the wrong way, but who care about who rubbed who the wrong way? What's love got to do with it?
Price says he's not rich himself, but he's always wanted to be. And if there were one thing he could change, it would be his aging. He's concerned that the passing of time also means that his music is passing along with him. Blues and Boogie Woogie, as it was originally played by his contemporaries, Blind Lemon Jefferson, Pine Top Smith, Henry Red Allen, and Jelly Roll Morton.
The only thing that I would like to see is that the young black kids learn something about the art form and their history and where it started from.
And when you're gone, will that be the end of the style of music?
I don't know. I hope somebody will learn. Maybe I'll teach somebody the secret. You know, when I'm on my deathbed, I'll give them a legacy.
Wild women don't worry, wild women don't get the blues.
That's our news. I'm Christopher Lydon. Good night.